Patrick Mahomes' mother, Randi Mahomes, was on a podcast recently, and she kind of gave a hint that there might be a chance that Mahomes may not catch Brady after all. And that's according to his mom, so it's not me saying that. But his mom was on the Mom Game podcast, and she, quote, said, I hear him, make comments like, if the game takes me away from my kids, I might not play as long as Tom Brady. And I'm like so proud of him for that. That's what she said about Mahomes is, maybe playing till 42 like Brady did. But Mahomes has made similar comments, about wanting to be around his kids. But he also still wants to compete for the amount of titles that Brady has. So it's one of those things where he's made comments like that, but also at the same point, he's the competitive nature in him. He still wants to get to what Brady has. But Jenny, you have kids. You played in the NFL for a long time. I guess you obviously know the struggles of the balance of being a parent and also, trying to continue your playing career as long as you did. Do you kind of connect with when you hear Mahomes talking about not wanting to lose that family time with his kids?
I do. I do. I can definitely empathize with what he is saying. For the simple fact that one of the main reasons why I stopped playing football, kind of retired, is because I wanted to be around. I needed to be dad. Wanted to be around my children. My kids lived here in Kentucky, and so they were traveling back and forth more so than actually them being around. And so that was kind of it's different dynamic. But when you see the importance of your children, being around them, being an influence, that everything else pales greatly to being a father, trying to make a staple in your kids' lives. The good thing about this is because where Patrick has, like, his kids would know pretty much kind of this world. They're kind of growing up around it. This is kind of like part of that family, and I think it's an extension of what they do. This is kind of who they are, right? In a sense, it would be in compared to maybe being like royalty. You know how the royal family, you see them like they were just part of. This is what that was their thing. That was their gig, right? Being part of the royal family. That's how you grew up, and so there was a lot of different things that they had to, kind of adapt to. But they got it. I think Patrick, because he has his kids front and center, and Brittany, he gets to spend a lot of time with his kids, right? And I think he's at the point right now that he can dictate exactly what he wants to do, when he wants to do it, as far as off season, doing commercials, all those different things that can take you away from your family. So it's no force there. The Chiefs will be fine with it. I think he enjoys what his product is on the field. And so he needs to be commended for that as far as being a father, saying, hey, look, if this doesn't go the way I want it to go in these next, I'm not going to chase it for 42 years like Tom Brady, right? He had to go start eating avocado ice cream to try to stay out there a little bit longer to do it, though.
Hey there, Marcus Dash here from Chief Concerns. Today, I'm here to tell you about our new affiliate partner, and that is Temu. You've probably seen them on your Instagram, Twitter feeds, even the Super Bowl commercials this past year. But today, I want to show you some of the good stuff that they have on the website, and I got a few Chief gems that I'll be doing a quick unboxing for you right here. So let's dig in. One of the first pickups I got from my Temu purchase was this Hollywood Brown jersey right here. Number 5, newest Chiefs edition. I think he's gonna have a really good year, but yes, you can get this on the Temu website, and I got this for about $15. Also got an Isaiah Pacheco jersey here. So yeah, I think, ooh, look at that. Isaiah Pacheco, boom, 15 smackaroos for this thing. Yeah, I think Isaiah Pacheco, yeah, I think he'd probably rocking this one out during the season for sure. Temu is the place to go for affordable Chiefs merchandise, and use our promo code for all the good stuff you can get on there. So yeah, get in on the affordable merchandise that Temu has for our Chiefs this upcoming season.
So I can see that. Okay, I can see that. Now, I will say this though, Marcus. On the other hand, we know how much of a competitor he is. Okay, we understand in his DNA, he is a winner. Okay, he wants to win. He wants to be the best, and I think he's chasing that. Tom Brady is within striking distance, if you will. Okay, he's only 28 years old. 28 years old, been to 4 Super Bowls, won 3 of them, and he's looking at the next one coming out right here, right? To do something that he's never done, that's never been done in Super Bowl history. So, because of the amount of success he's had early on, it's very doable. I think these things are very doable at this moment. So, he has a great shot to do it in the next, let's just say, 7 years. Okay, he's 28 now. It's another 7 years. That's 35. Can he get another 3 Super Bowls and whatnot? I think he can. I think he could definitely do that. Now, Tom has 7 or whatever. I think if Patrick Mahomes gets another 2 Super Bowls, he will be regarded as the best quarterback ever, at least in my estimation, because of the short amount of time he was able to do it. That's the way I look at it. The level of difficulty he was able to do it in. I will probably put him at the pinnacle, right? So it will be him, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and then whoever else you want to put in there, Peyton Manning, all those too. So, so what do you think? What do how do you look at it? What do you think about that?
So Pat's 28 right now. Brady played till he was like 43. I just looked. He was about 43 when he finally retired.
Yeah.
When he officially retired, the official retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 15 years. Gosh, I mean, I see Rob. Appreciate the contribution, Rob, for that. Patrick's going to play
Rob.
12 to 15 years. He's got it. Maybe not 15 more years to get where Brady is, but yeah, I could see him playing 10 to 12 years. And I wonder, JD, because obviously Pat came from a dad who was a professional athlete, played MLB for a long time. I wonder how much of that is, and obviously I'm not going to speculate as to how often he saw his father, but I wonder if that is something that, that's something that's taken into account for him. It's like, I saw my dad play in the league, and that was really cool. I saw him play in MLB, but like I want to be able to be around my kids where I didn't get to see my dad that often. Maybe I don't know. I wonder if that is playing a little part of this as well. Whereas he saw his dad play in the MLB, and maybe didn't get to see his dad that often. Maybe he doesn't want to have that same kind of. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I mean, because not many people get to be around that professional athlete life all the time as a kid, and then growing into it, as he has.
Yeah, well, so I don't really know the dynamics of him and his mom's relationship. So they could have been together. I don't know if they were married. Do you know any of that? And sometimes, like baseball, like when you're traveling, baseball, you got to be on the road all the time. You're playing, I don't know how many games. I forgot
all
how
year,
many it is. Yeah, and so
162.
right. So to them, you're always gone. You're always gone, and so baseball is it's a different thing. They almost say that for baseball players, some might have families in all different type of cities because they're traveling. You've heard that said before, right? And it is kind of like that. So football is a little bit different. You're half the time during the season with a 6 or 7 month period. You're out of town probably half that time. Okay. So your kids could travel with you. That's another thing. You're not practicing in that city. So you're really just going to go play in another city, maybe 2 or 3 days out of a week, half that time. So we're sitting there saying, what is that, eight games? Let's say 8 or 9 games. You're going somewhere for two days out of that. That's 18, 20 days pretty much if you look at it, right? Playoffs, maybe 25 that you're gone.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Patrick comes home after work, after practice, he's home, right? He's home. He gets to kiss his kids before he goes to work, and he gets to kiss them when he comes home and sees them in bed. So I think different type of deal with football as opposed to baseball. So
Rob with another contribution again. Appreciate you, brother. Patrick wants Bronze to grow up in the locker room like he did. So Marcus, you hit the nail on the head. 12 years. I hope so. And selfishly, I hope he plays till he's Brady's age. Selfishly as a fan, I hope when Chief Concerns is on 15 years from now in 2040, we're still talking about Patrick Mahomes getting out there, giving him another go.
I don't know about. Hey, look, Patrick has the ability because of his talent to get it done in enough time here, right? Like you said, selfishly, we like to see him play and stuff like that. I would have to say, like right now, because of what he has been as dominant he is on the football field, this is just a great era for football for Chiefs fans. Okay, and being able to really celebrate it and enjoy it to what we are right now, we just need to hold on to this, right? And so, hey, man, we there's been a dynasty created in Kansas City, right? So our name is now synonymous with one of the best organizations, if it wasn't before, in winning, because of Patrick Mahomes and those guys have brought in the hardware. And so Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, those three guys stay together with, obviously Spags and Andy. We're gonna have a chance to get it done relatively soon to surpass Brady.
Yeah, and I think he's obviously Brady is, as of right now, as far as rings wise, he's the GOAT as far as rings wise,
Sure,
as of
sure,
right now.
sure. Right.
But I think Patrick's impact on Kansas City. I mean, already, he's already brought a Whataburger there. He's brought a dynasty to Kansas City. He's kind of, he and Brittany brought the Kansas City soccer team there. I think there's a chance that he may bring an NBA. He said he wants to bring an NBA team to Kansas City. I think his impact on Kansas City is that of like Magic Johnson's to Los Angeles. I think that's what he is to Kansas City. And I think it's just going to be kind of a different thing there where he's kind of like, he kind of owns that Kansas City area. Like that's his. When people think of Kansas City, it's synonymous with Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and obviously Patrick Mahomes. That's what people think of. They think of those three things now when they think of Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I think he's built up this like Magic Johnson like clout in Kansas City, so I think it'll live on for there. Whereas New England, the Boston, I still don't. When people think New England, in Boston, I still don't see Brady come up there. It's interesting though, right? He has 7 rings, but when I think of Boston, I still think of Larry Bird before I think of Tom Brady, which is interesting. But at least my brain goes that way. But I don't
Uh,
know.
but that organization has a lot of championships, right? So the
Yeah,
Celtics, that is the brand up there, no doubt about it. I think New England would be a second. Uh, but then you got the Boston, the Sox up there, right?
yeah.
I mean, them jokers, man. It is Beantown. They're doing a lot of winning, a lot of winning. So, uh, people could even say Foxborough. Well, is that really, you know, Boston area, New England? Like, yeah, it is, but it's kind of, people could say all type of different things. But no doubt, they brought some cachet in the football world without a doubt with Tom Brady and those guys, right? And
For
so,
sure.
it's shoot, we know it, we know it. I hated seeing them win.
I
Be
bet
honest,
you did.
yeah. It's like how people look at us, Kansas City now. Can't stand Chiefs fans. They can't stand to talk about us. I hate hearing about the name. They hate the commercials. Tom Brady wasn't doing no commercials and stuff like Travis Kelce knows at all. They
Yeah,
just
they stay out of the limelight.
yeah, yeah.
Because they didn't want more spotlight being brought to their cheating ways, JD. That's what it was.
You know what? That's another thing. You can almost say there's a not necessarily asterisk, but is it a little tarnish on Brady's legacy because of the whole Tuck rule and the deflate gate, knowing that Belichick always was videotaping teams out there, right? The shenanigans he would pull when he was coaching.
It's
Um,
funny. It's funny as Brady got older,
yeah,
especially during the last 4 years. That's when everyone started to love Brady because he was this old guy playing football and he was still playing until his 40s. A lot of people forgot about all that spy gate and all that stuff that's kind of really was really prevalent at the beginning of the dynasty. Whereas at
hmm
the end, if people forgot about all that, it's like, no, this guy's 40, this guy's still playing football. I'm rooting for this guy. It's like, whoa, how the hell did the narrative change on him? All of a sudden, they went from cheaters to I want Tom Brady to keep getting them. It's interesting the whole
yeah,
dynamic change once he crossed that 40 threshold, JD. He became like a fan favorite kind of deal where people kind of stopped the Brady hating, which was interesting.
yeah, yeah.
The Chiefs don't have the Spygate stuff though. They just have the
Uh,
conspiracy theorists saying Taylor Swift Taylor Swift, along with Roger Goodell, coerced the NFL to get us a Super Bowl. And the year before, the James Bradbury hold, that the NFL conspired for us to have this dynasty. So that's our asterisk to the Alex Jones Infowars types of people out there.
Yeah, I had a guy that came by the other day, with the dropping our packages at the house, and he's a Philly fan. He said, "Hey, guess what?" I said, "What?" He said, "It wasn't a hold." I said, "What? Do you for real? For Bradbury?" I said, "He said it was. He said he held him." But we ended up. He took a picture with me and everything else. I was like, "Look, I used to play with Philly too." So appreciate you, Rob. Bill and Brady will always remember as cheaters. Patrick Andy will remember for their magic. Definitely. And Wendy said Belichick and Brady never felt shame with their cheating. I don't think so either. I don't think what an ounce of shame, any of it, right? So I agree.
They laughed about it when he deleted all the text messages on the whole Deflategate stuff. I mean, like, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. And Patrick's been squeaky clean, man. He's a good guy. And not saying Tom and them are not, because they are, but they seem like it. But Patrick, without a doubt, carries himself in a way that he represents the Shield very well, honorably. And so that's what I love about Patrick. That's what I love about him.
Yeah.
And he's humble in doing it.
100%, very, very humble. That's why. And even so, after the Bills game with the whole lining up off sides, that whole fiasco, he took it on the chin. He came out and apologized for it right away. It got to the post game, and he immediately apologized for it. And, everyone's got their moments. I mean, these guys are competitive athletes.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.